Hey, hello, hi. It's a warning screen. Might want to take that seriously. This looks potentially upsetting. This is Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. It's an action game. I don't know that much about it, but apparently the premise is you're playing as a Celtic or Pictish warrior in presumably the past, who is trying to lay to rest, I think, the soul of a dead lover. I don't know what exactly that kind of quest constitutes, either historically or in this video game. Looking forward to finding out, although, like the warning screen told us, it might not be pleasant. So that's Senua on the right, the protagonist, I assume, who has some pretty amazing woad on her face. I think it's called woad, the blue ichor. It's used as a kind of war paint. I'll start the game and let's see what's going on. Water.
Hello.
A whisper.
Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here. Nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others.
Others? I feel like whispering too.
Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing.
Okay, that's more than one voice whispering.
You know she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
Senua does not look okay.
Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right?
I'm getting a sense of, like,
They've been around.
voices in her head.
Tragedy.
The tragedy.
That's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed.
It kind of feels like,
I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
it feels like the person being addressed here is like a voice in Senua's head, basically. That's what I think is going on.
Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
Helheim.
You promised you could.
Yes. It is real after all.
You might recognise the first syllable of
She's
that name.
finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back.
In the context of this historical period, the northern men the voice talked about would be Norsemen. Oh dear. This is really creepy, the sense of being so quiet and so still
Look around and you'll see them.
to avoid the attention of these corpses.
The sick, slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them?
Jesus, those noises and these voices. I'm worried. I think I'm meant to be.
They're watching.
There's probably a reason why
Can you feel them?
first billing in the credits was given to a mental health advisor for this game, rather than a lead developer or something.
Watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be?
Yes.
You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light
That is a lot
is
of
all you
dead
need
people.
to see its suffocating power.
I can kind of get into the atmosphere of this really easily because from the point of view of this video, I am also a whispering voice.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death.
I'm afraid of death.
Fear runs far, far deeper.
Here we are. Hell. Don't know why yet, but I'm probably about to find out. That log thing barely qualifies as a boat.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
Okay.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you two have a part to play in this story.
Wow. Okay. So, for the first time I've got control, although being in control might not be the right way to put it in this game. There's some amazing hair. The whole situation is not making a lot of sense. Let's go find out what's up with this breathing head thing and with being in hell. Oh,
Use your
okay.
eyes. Use your eyes. Come closer.
She can't focus.
Why can't she focus? Take a closer look.
I don't know what to do. Huh. Okay. I walked up to it and I tried pressing some buttons. Nothing... Oh, what was that? Oh, right.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea, and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river, and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Wow, okay. So that's possibly a recounting of how Senua came here? Or of the journey yet to come. I'm not sure which one. I did eventually figure out that right trigger is the button you use to to look at that thing. Ah! This game has amazing sound design, by the way, like really 3D sound, binaural stuff, and I've got headphones on for recording, and it is alarming all of the time. So, when she looks at something like that, am I meant to... So I can kind of zoom in on things. Alright. Not sure I want to, though. Just dead grasses and the possibility of more corpses. Hopefully the dead actually do lie still. Go back, say these voices. But what I assume was Senua's inner monologue earlier kind of refused to leave, so that's not an option.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. But she's not stopping.
I wish I could find some sort of button for flee. I want to run like the voices are shouting, but I don't know if I can. Oh, I found a way to run. Okay, yes, I'm doing that. Seems indicated. Okay.
Did you see it?
The hell is that?
Land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see it?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
So that bag totally has a decapitated human head in it, doesn't it?
I hear you.
He's there, you know.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim, and the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
His soul.
Her dear beloved, Dillian.
So the very first voice which spoke, I think of that one as the storyteller voice. I think said Dillian.
What
the
is she
name?
doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead.
Kind of a recapitulation of the motives in the beginning there.
This in Helheim.
It's a pretty amazing looking place.
She needs to save his soul. She wants his soul to be at peace. She needs to lay him to rest. He's already dead. She can save him. There's nothing she can do. She thinks she's going to save him. She's not going to save him. She'll never make it to Helheim. She can't let him rot here. She needs to try.
Dang.
Do you know
The
where
bridge
you
to
are?
Helheim.
Where are
I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old
Is...
fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
I wonder who this old fool is. The camera's doing slightly odd things. It wants very badly to focus on specific things. It won't let me kind of just walk forward and... But I think that's, I guess, a hint that these are important things. Certainly, if I was in this place, whatever kind of... Whether it's a physical place or some kind of mythic one, it would be difficult to look at anything other than that. Is that an entrance? We're looking for a hidden path, because only the dead can cross the bridge. Well, there's a couple of candidate ways to go. What's over here? Some more of this beach. At least there's no more corpses on spikes now that we're past that rotting river. And there's another one of these stones.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim.
I knew that.
The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
I wonder if this this voice is the same as this old fool who was described earlier.
Midgard.
Oh,
Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea.
So I guess I don't have to just stand there listening to him.
The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim.
The
mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness.
Some of the voices are encouraging. I heard that's the way. The quietest ones.
And that is where you must travel.
One thing that's throwing me a little about the controls here is that I kind of expect, in an action game, I expect that using left and right on the left analog stick will kind of turn the character, but it's not. It's strafing. You turn with the right stick, which is also camera control. I'll get used to it. You kind of can move in any direction you want, but it doesn't change your facing. It gives the game a very over-the-shoulder, intimate feeling, I guess. It can't be very nice to have your insecurities, like, personified and talking to you, particularly if you're, like, in hell, or some Norse equivalent.
Get down.
What's she waiting for?
Jump down how?
So brave.
Why did she do that?
She shouldn't have done it.
She can't go back
Stay.
now. No, this is it. The hidden path.
I think of the louder, the more echoing-y voice, which only speaks very rarely, as the inner monologue one, which is like Senua's, I guess, conscious ego. Oh, technology. Oh no, that's not technology. That's magic, or something. It's unclear what that is.
He's going to hurt you.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. Don't listen.
Who is that?
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you? It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar. An old fool. Druth is my truth. Huh?
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
So this guy is like Dante's Virgil, I guess.
I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell.
Seems to be someone Senua trusts.
And you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
Look really clearly. Focus. Focus. Focus,
So-
and you'll see.
I can see one.
If you focus.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
So focusing is the same action we used to look at the rune stones earlier. Not sure what to do at this point though. Oh, I see. So I'm looking for a rune like that one. I think these things are Futhark. I think that's the name of the runic language, which was used a long time ago by someone I don't know. So I'm looking at this melange of inscriptions for one that matches the sort of M. What is that behind me? Is that... no, nothing. Is it up there? Maybe it'll be easier to find if I step back, or harder. This is actually quite difficult. One of the quietest voices, I don't know if you can hear this on recording, one of them is whispering, "You'll never find it, give up." It's cruel. Oh dear. I'm like legitimately having trouble with this puzzle. That kind of visual pattern recognition, picking a shape out of a mess. It's not a huge forte of mine. There's something that's like it. No, that's not right. I'm not sure whether I need to like take this floating thing I've got and overlay it on a similar shape. It's a pretty good kind of vision quest moment though, even if it is somewhat difficult. Did I see it drifting off to the right? I'm not sure. Wow. To anyone watching, if you see the rune I'm looking for, I know you can't tell me where it is because you're in the future, but rest assured, I wish that you could and you would. What the heck? Where is that M thing? Apart from the actual one in the center. I hope I'm not missing something about what I'm meant to do. What the heck? No, I can't see it. Sorry, I'm talking to the voices in my head. I mean, in the protagonist's head. There's a pattern, said one of them. Is the pattern perhaps... Perhaps I'm not looking for a matching rune, but for something else. Perhaps I'm looking for a shape formed by the runes in general? Do I overlay this on... Is it even the door or is it something else? I definitely need to think outside the box here because the box being in it was not helping me much. I feel like I understood what to do but when Druth explained it, but I must have misunderstood something. And so I've been led down a garden path. I've now forgotten what his exact words were. I feel like the shaded areas almost correspond to the rune. But not really, they shift and change. Just kind of roughly. No, that's not it. I'm being told to focus and asked if I can see it, and the answer is no, I can't. Wow. I guess I've completely failed, and will not be able to rescue Senua's lover's soul. That's a disappointment. Why is... when I kind of move the camera like this, it's changing something in my vision. I'm not sure whether it's relevant or not. they say. Is it meant to be this difficult to spot, or am I doing something fundamentally wrong? Alright, I'm actually going to turn around and go and look for something else to do, because I feel like I'm screwing up there. Oh shit! What is... Okay, suddenly the rune I'm looking for is everywhere. Is this meant to be happening? So it's kind of floating in the air all around me. What the heck? Is it just that when you're kind of close to the gate, that pattern is floating around? Or is it actually pointing the way to something out here?
It's near. Focus. You will find it. Look towards the gate.
The shadows.
The gate will open.
The shadows of the tree trunks. That was it. Okay. So I was doing something wrong. Okay, that's good. So when you have figured out the rune to
Go
use...
through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
It worked.
I'm not sure I would be as excited
Spent
as Senua
6
is about
years
getting into a place like
enslaved
this.
in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listen when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
So this is very strange. Senua and I think Druth appear to be, or in Druth's case have been,
Another voice joins us.
Picts.
She wants to try to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
So I think the storyteller there has definitely confirmed that Senua hears things. Kind of what we would in the modern world, if we were not in some kind of mythic Celtic hellscape, call psychosis.
I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
I didn't expect that. What? Okay, I guess I need to try and do that better this time. It's not clear how. So what I was trying to get at earlier is that for some reason Senua is a Pict and is guided by the spirit of a ghost of this other Pict friend. Oh no! Okay, how do you do that without falling off and dying? I'll figure it out. Anyway, they're not in a Pictish myth. They're a Norse one, and they appear to be quite aware of that. Why is this? Why are we in the Viking hell? Is the key here to not hesitate?
Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't
Fuck you! Jesus. Talk about intrusive thoughts. Okay. More of these things.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed. And with her, you must bargain.
Okay, I think that may be answering my question. Dillion, the dead man, was killed by Norsemen, it seems like, sacrificed to their death goddess. And so we're entering the Norse hell to try and retrieve his soul. That's an unfortunate position to be in. And I think fairly brave, despite what the voices claim.
Oh, stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim.
Oh dear.
Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
Shh.
Shh, why? That war paint creates a really interesting combination of ferociousness and vulnerability. They certainly did some character design. What's going on? One thing that's not clear to me yet, and about to become clear, I think. No? What?
You took him from me. I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
What was Senua given into? What the hell is that? What?
Yourself. Too slow.
So, I'm figuring out the controls by trial and error here. This game does not give you button prompts. A seems to be a dodge. Right trigger doesn't do anything. Ow. Another just that. Oh. I can block. Can I attack? Yes. No, not either. So. Oh, that was some sort of charge. Ah. So, oh, there we are. That seems effective. So what is this? Person slash monster? Some kind of training thing? Or a genuine obstacle? It's not clear, like, that kind of encounter with the dark figure just there, where Senua offered some kind of bargain to presumably to Hela herself. It's not... I feel like she's in some way offering something of herself in exchange for the ability to get Dillion's soul. But offering what? To whom? Ah! Back again.
Spill that blood!
Bloodthirsty, aren't they? Oh.
She's scared.
Of course she's scared. Yeah.
Behind you. Quick, behind
Oh shit.
Don't give up. Don't. You did this.
What the hell? I don't understand.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason.
Oh.
It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
I do not fully understand what's happening. The dark rot will grow each time you fail. But I do understand there's a time limit here. Or a number of deaths limit. Okay. Wow. High stakes. So, I don't yet know whether I'll actually successfully
The hardest
complete
battles are
this
fought
game.
in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
So it seems like Senua is doomed inevitably at this point, whether because of a magical curse or because she's kind of having a psychotic break, or both. But maybe she can still
Listen to me, Senua.
do her quest
The goddess
first.
Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Surt and Valravan.
To Dillian. To the soul.
It won't open.
Why won't it open?
Well, I'll face them
She must
soon.
challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods.
After resting a little, I think, and contemplating.